Hi, everybody. I'm back. Welcome to another edition of Tech Talk Tuesday. This time, just a smidgen late. I was putting together a post tracker plus form plus funnel with automations for a training I'm doing later today on how to customize your high level agency. So if you want to know more about that, let me know. However, right now, what we're talking about is some new automations that we have put into our post to profit automations. Sorry, I have the wrong banner up here, so let me fix that. Cool. New post profit automations. So I went on an entire major nerd session with one of my favorite nerds, and we really went to town on this. And it was really exciting because one of the things that always frustrates me is having to manually change something, right? Manual actions are the worst thing in the world to me, right? Here we go. That's the one I wanted. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. So, and when we're looking at, especially, I know there's plenty of you guys out there that are using GroupTrack and High Level, right? So we've got our catch-all pipeline, we have our group pipeline, and we have a sales pipeline and a customer retention pipeline, right? And it seems silly to have to update each pipeline individually, right? And so one of the things we're able to leverage because we are using GroupTrack plus High Level is we can leverage some of the high level pipeline automations. So I'm super pumped to dive into these. And if you are already come through the challenge, make sure that you comment profit, and we will dive into getting these new automations shipped out to you. We also updated some of the pipeline stages. It's been really fun. So would you guys like to see how you can synchronize your pipelines based on customer interactions, right? So, I mean, to me, my pipelines, my database should always be up to date based on whatever my customer is doing. It should not be dependent on me having to manually update because, oh, they sent an email, they booked a call, they commented on a post, they bought a thing, right? All of that should be automatically updated based on the customer doing something, right? Let me know in the comments if this is something that you're like, yeah, I want automation. Comment automate if you want to have your system fully automated based on the customer's interactions, right? Because that's the whole thing, right? We always talk about work your business like a machine so you can show up like a good human. If you have to manually update things because someone did something, that's exhausting. That just doesn't jive, that doesn't resonate with me. And that means that you now have a second job of admin plus your actual job. So let's dive in. I can't wait to show you guys this. I'm super excited. And I'm sure Kate will be mad at me for showing this to you early, but I love it. I'm super pumped about this. Okay, so let me figure out the best way. Ooh, no, not that way. This way. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then let's move you up here. Fabulous. Okay, so these are the workflows that folks get with our post profit. We're going to dive into these pipeline automations, right? So one thing that we do is when the first lead magnet is requested, we put a prospect into our hot lead stage in our catch-all pipeline, right? So what we want to also have happen is that whether they requested the lead magnet or you found someone and decided to put them in your hot lead stage, we want to mirror that in our group if they're in our group pipeline, as well as create them in our sales pipeline, because ultimately our sales pipeline is what we need to be working, right? Because whether they're in our catch-all or a group, if we see stuff happening on our sales pipeline, that's where we need to pay attention. We also have this really cool automation here. I thought this was really exciting because when someone joins my group, right, I want to be able to update the catch-all to tracking in group. I don't want to have to manually do that. If they're a new group member, I want to make sure that that the catch-all is automatically showing them there. They're not necessarily ready for my sales pipeline yet, so I don't want to create them over there. And this is my favorite because I love the poop emoji. I think poop jokes are hilarious. So if in the sales pipeline you're moving them to not a good fit, we're going to mark that opportunity as lost, and we're going to mirror it in our catch-all and our group pipeline. So, and also mark these opportunities as lost. This way, it's actually being automated, so we don't have to update in 3 different places. We also have one here in the sales pipeline. When you've moved them to receive payment, we're then going to create them in our retention pipeline, in our started onboarding, in our group and catch-all pipeline. We're going to move them to client, and we're going to mark the opportunity in the sales pipeline as 1. Now, there is one more automation that we can't build because we don't have a product in our snapshot, is that once whatever your product is purchased, or whatever invoice, like however you want to do it, mark it as payment received, and this entire system is automated. And then we've got, if they book a discovery call, we want to reflect that in all the pipelines. And if we have a canceled in the retention pipeline, we want to mirror that in the past clients for our catch-all and free group pipelines. So if you are already in our post to profit challenge, you've gone through it, you've got our snapshot, and you want the new update, comment profit. If you have not gone through any of this at all, comment profit, we'll get you going. We'll talk about it. Right now, our post to profit challenge is free for a limited time. If you are an agency owner, this does come with the snapshot so that you can use it for yourself. And yeah, all right. I know this was super fast, and we'll be doing more training on this over in the 10-day challenge course and group. And I hope this was helpful for you. All right. Later, nerds.